please inbox Miss Jackson because I would love to team up with them and we can partner up and work on some clients together. Be gladly to give them that. Okay, guys, how's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? God is good. God is good. This is a marvelous, marvelous day. Um, Here in Dallas, not exactly sure where you guys are from, but in Dallas here, it's nice. The weather is nice. Okay, as I mentioned yesterday, we talked about starting a tax business. So, anybody have any questions about what we talked about on yesterday? And then, let me see, is it too late to do my taxes? No, it is not, Miss Wilson. It is not too late to do your taxes because they did an extension. We're talking about your individual tax return. The extension was extended to July the 15th. Usually it is usually it's April the 15th. It was extended due to the virus. So they extended that time to July the 15th. So if you are able to get your information together by July 15th, you can do so and actually file your return by then. Okay. Now, if you're unable to get your return done by the 15th, you do want to file a extension. Okay. File an extension. That extension will automatically go to October 15th. Okay. So that's your questions. I've already answered that. Like I said, if anybody have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I will inbox you. Okay, Ms. Wilson, sure. I do virtual tax returns, so we can work on your tax return. Okay. Um, Tax office, I talked about that on yesterday. It was one thing that I did forget when I was telling you about to set up different accounts with the IRS. And one of the main accounts you need to set up was e-services. E-services is what you're going to be communicating with the IRS back and forward regarding your tax office once you set it up. And then, so make sure you do the e-service. So those that actually saw me on yesterday, or if you didn't see my live on yesterday, you can go back and look at it because I gave you a lot of detailed information about starting a tax office. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about starting a nonprofit today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that today. Also, what's in the news, we're going to talk a little bit about that regarding the stock market. Remember I told you Miss Jackson, she can help you with all areas. Okay. Now, if you never had any desire or any thought about paying attention to the stock market, and you might have heard this term that's flowing around. Different people are saying it. If you listen to some motivational speakers, they probably saying it. And the term is transfer of wealth. Okay. Transfer of wealth. Okay. So as I mentioned the other day, the tables have turned and the playing field is level. So where we and a lot of people weren't able to get access to certain things, we are able to get access to them. And if we would just pay attention and be prayerful, you can come out of this thing making quite a bit of money. This is well off. Okay. This season, this is when a lot of wealthy people get wealthy, and a lot of people that's not wealthy get wealthy. Okay. If you would just pay attention, because that is true. It is a transfer of wealth going on, and you have to have attentive ear, listen to the news, listen to, just like when you go to church and you at church and you hear something, whoever's talking, whoever's preaching, you might not be able to use everything that they're saying, but what you can use, put it in your bucket and take it with you. Okay. So set your bucket out. This is the time for it to be out, guys. Pay attention, put it in that bucket, what you can use. All the other stuff you can just leave out. Okay. So just kind of pay attention. If you never really paid attention or listened to financial news, start listening to it. Googling it. I think it's if you have cable, I think it's a financial news cable show, news that comes on. So you can start looking at that, paying attention, just pay attention and just listening. And then the stock market, the stock market is down again today. Hello, Miss Moore. The stock market is down again today. You thought it was on the up, and it did another setback. But that's okay for the people that is just getting into the stock market. Okay. Those people that had those 401ks, Lord, I know your financial person probably told you to leave it in there, but yeah, you might as well stay now because it's probably a 401 versus a 101 versus a 401. So anyway, you have to just leave it there now. But if you're interested in getting into the stocks, pay attention to your financial news. Okay. The stock market is down as of right now, it's down. Okay. And you just start a little bit at a time, a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there. Okay. So the one of the stock companies that you can actually use and get into a little bit of nothing and they give you free stocks is Robinhood and Webull and it's one other one too, Robinhood and Webull. Okay. If you're interested in that, inbox me and I will drop you the link to that. And another thing, guys, I need you to pay attention to. Another thing you really need to pay attention to. If you remember approximately about 3 years ago, when Bitcoin came across and millionaires was made over that, billionaires was made over that. Believe it or not, Miss Jackson had heard about that same Bitcoin, that same item a couple of months before it skyrocketed. Okay. And somebody was asked, I was on a call, I was on an investment call, and somebody was asking, hey, should we buy this Bitcoin thing? And the guy said, well, I'm not exactly sure, but sure, if you want to, just go on and invest, go on and invest. I was 2 months, I had heard that. And the Bitcoin was less than $1 or some change, or less than a penny or something. Anyway, it was cheap. It was less than, I think it was like 17 cents, somewhere up in there. 2 months later, it went up to $19,000 per coin. So that's why millionaires and billionaires was made, because they actually bought into that. At that time, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency coin. Okay. You need to study that. Study that before you buy that, because you will lose it. If you don't know how to keep it, you will lose it. I do not advise anybody to buy any cryptocurrency until you study up on cryptocurrency. Okay. Now, mind you, that was approximately about 2 years ago. And a lot of people hadn't heard about it. Okay. A lot of people had not heard about it. All right, Ms. Moore. A lot of people had not heard about it. Okay. So even the IRS guys had not really focused on that until all of these people made all that money. And now the IRS stood up and took note what's going on, because they missed out on that money. They missed out on that. So now they were able to regulate some part of that, the cryptocurrency exchange system. They were able to regulate some of that. So now you have to pay taxes on that money, because where in my tax software, they used to did not asked about cryptocurrency. Now, this year, I looked in my software and behold, there is a question. Have you bought or sold any currency? Any, what do they call it in the system? It's not cryptocurrency. It's called something else. Anyway, virtual currency. I think that's what they call it. I said, oh, IRS took note. They want their money. So yes, that is part of your tax return now. So as I said, make sure you actually go and study. It's cryptocurrency. Okay. And it's called coins. It's digital currency. Now I'm saying all of this. Now, 2 years ago, not a whole lot of people heard about it. But Millionaires was made. Okay. So, and then I started, after I missed that run, I started kind of paying more attention to it too. So I started buying some cryptocurrency. I bought a couple of years ago, so the IRS can't say, hey, I need to report it. But anyway, I do have some, and I was blessed to get in on a couple of companies that was coming up. So they were saying back then, oh, cryptocurrency is for drug dealers and they want to have money and all of that and yada, yada, yada. Companies went in on it. Now you have big banks. Chase is one. Bank of America is two. They are using cryptocurrency. Back then, when I started doing the research, the Mavericks, Mark Cuban, he had started using it. Okay, guys. Now you have a number of companies into cryptocurrency now. I haven't got to the point where I'm telling you all this yet. So make sure you write it down, cryptocurrency. Study it. Do not buy it until you know how it flows. You need to study cryptocurrency and you need to study blockchain. That is the security system for this crypto digital money. Okay. Blockchain, cryptocurrency. Study it. Okay. Before you buy it. And then I got a link for you, but I'm not giving the link out until you study on it because I want you to learn it before you buy it. Okay. Okay. So on top of that, this is why I'm telling you that. Because I heard on the radio in the news yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, IRS is going to do a Fin card. It's called a FinNet card, a NetFin card. That's what it's called, NetFin card. And guess what it is? It's a digital wallet. That's why I say study cryptocurrency, study blockchain, and the way you keep your money is on a digital wallet, guys. Now, the IRS is trying to get what they call a NetFin digital wallet. You're going to probably be hearing it. They might not call it a wallet, but I think they will be calling it a digital wallet. Okay? And that's where they want to start putting your money on. Hello. All I'm saying is listen to Miss Jackson. Need to listen to Miss Jackson. Pay attention. Watch the financial system. The stock market is down again today. Thought it was on an up, and now it's back down. So if you're interested in doing stocks, you can do it with two apps. One of them is Webull. It's 3 apps. One of them is Webull, Doe, and Robinhood. If you need a link, inbox me. I'll send you the link to those. Cryptocurrency, I'm not sending you the link to the cryptocurrency yet until you give yourself some time to study it. Okay, you get in there, you get money, you be done lost it. Okay, because probably millions, quite a few people did not realize this Bitcoin was going to go up like it was. But if they lost their key, which was like 24 characters long, money is still sitting out there. If they cannot find their key, they will not get their money. So you can lose it if you don't know how to use it and you don't know how to keep it. So you need to study cryptocurrency, blockchain, and digital wallet. Okay. And if you want to just get some information and actually get in on the stock market, just the NASDAQ, S&P 500, just the regular stock market, inbox me and I'll send you those links, and you can actually get into doing that with minimal of no money. You can actually create a stock market account with less than $5. But then you got to put something there to trade with, okay? At least it's a cheap enough to learn the stock market right now, okay? All right, guys. And I also have some inside scoop on some dollar investments in the stock market. I actually have, which we do like a family group text and group meet like thing. And I talk with my family members and they have bought some of that stock and it has went up. So I do have that information if you want to know about that. And then also, right, Ms. Moore, they do those two give you the two stock apps that I was telling you about. They give you free stock too. So you can at least start off with the free stock. You don't start off with nothing else. They give you some free stock. Okay, guys. That was a 15 minutes of good information, financial information, okay? Check the stock market out. It is really down right now, guys. It is really down. Okay, let's see. Anybody have any questions? Miss Moore, I'm tired about with you. You are my family, Miss Moore. You are my family. Okay, anybody have any other questions? Okay, we can talk about taxes. Talk about taxes, starting a business, stimulus, any questions at all? Okay, guys? Okay, let's see. What else I want to tell you about? Oh, nonprofit. I did mention I was going to tell you about nonprofits. Okay, I talked about starting a regular business on yesterday, which was a tax business. I gave you actually about 10 steps to start a tax office for less than, I said 1,000, but it was probably like less than $700. And you can actually start your tax office, okay? If you have any questions about that, let me know. Inbox me and I'll be able to help you with that. If you don't know what I do, I am Miss Jackson, and I have been doing taxes for over 20 plus years. I have 2 tax locations here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've been in business since 2009. I do tax resolutions, current and past year tax returns, church compliance. If you're a pastor, need assistance with your church accounting and different stuff like that, we can help you with that. I do nonprofits, tax returns, credit restoration. Oh, if you saw my live the other day, not live, if you saw my post, I also can help you with life insurance. Life insurance is where you can leave a portion of your inheritance, let's say it like that, to your children by having life insurance. That's something everybody needs to have. Make sure you have life insurance, please, please, please. If you need questions or a quote, just give me a inbox, okay? Oh, let's see. No questions. Just remember that the stimulus check is not stimulus check. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, it is involved the stimulus check. The stimulus packet is not going to be voted on and back on the agenda for the Senate until the end of July, because they're going on vacation at the beginning of July. So we're not going to hear anything about this stimulus packet until the end of July. Okay, guys? If you need that stimulus number, if you do not have your stimulus already for for the first stimulus for this year, the stimulus telephone number, you can call the IRS. Make sure you call 8 to 5, because anytime later in the evening, you're just going to be in a loop and it's not going to get you to a person. So call the 1-800-919-9835 number. put option 1, and they will get you to a person. If you need anything from the IRS, I will try to call this number and try to get into the IRS through being transferred from this number. Okay, so you don't call the 1-800-919-9835 for your stimulus, or if you need anything else, because they are transferring you straight to the IRS individual to answer your question. Okay, also the card, the stimulus card that they are sending out in the place of checks or direct deposit. They're sending these stimulus cards out, and it's called the EIP card, and same thing as the stimulus card or the IRS debit card. Let's say IRS debit card. You can call if you received it, or if you know somebody received it and they discarded it. Call the 1-800-240-8100 number. That's 1-800-240-8100, and they can get that card replaced. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any questions? Okay, no. They can get that card replaced. Also, don't forget what I told you guys. The IRS is going to be sending out these, what they said, Netfin cards, and that's a digital wallet. So if you just can't popped in on my live, make sure you go back and listen to the beginning, because I talked about the digital wallet and cryptocurrency. Okay. Let's see. Don't forget to go vote. Not go vote. Register to vote. Register to vote. I believe it is ending to register is ending on Monday. So make sure you go online and register to vote, or either get your card or whatever and get it back into the mail for by Monday. Okay. So, because we need to make sure we vote along with all of this protesting. We want to vote, and we want to make our voice heard. Shop Black-owned businesses. Let's build up our own, and that's what we want to do. Okay, make our voice heard. All right, guys. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? I'm trying to see what else did I need to talk about that I had on this paper. Also, if you're starting a business, just remember you have so much free advertising. As you see me now. Facebook is free. It's free. Okay. So if you have a business, like I say, it's not like it used to be, guys. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on marketing. Do you know how many marketing companies went out of business after Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn? All of them. This social media just put a lot of people out of business, guys. So, and it's free. Majority of it is free, unless you want to sponsor your ad. Other than that, it's free. It is free. So you always want to use the free stuff and do what you need to do to advertise your business. Okay. All right. Because you have LinkedIn, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat, you have TikTok, you have Instagram. Did I say Instagram? And Facebook. Okay. And Facebook has some new features. They always doing something. Did you know that you can actually go on Facebook and have a room? What that means that you can invite people into a live, 4 or 5. I don't know how many people you can invite at once, but that's a feature that just started not too long ago. It's called the Facebook Room. So if you have a business and you want to consult or something with an individual, that's free. On this other platform, it is free. As long as you, there's some things that if you don't mind something being on there, their logo being on, that's free. Okay. So there are free ways that you can advertise your business without paying any money at all. Okay. I told you on yesterday how to start a business, and basically the amount of money that you started with that business, you're going to be paying either less or probably a little bit more. Depends on what type of business you want. If you have an idea of what business you want to start, inbox me and I will discuss that with you on this Facebook Live, step by step, what you need to do. Hello, Ms. Foster, what type of business are you interested in starting? Let me know and I will do step by step process of what you need to do to get it up and running. Okay? Free information. See, that's free too. Okay? You have no reason not to want to start a business, side gig, do something so you can earn some extra income. Okay? Because as I said, these companies, when we went into this virus situation, they were in business. Some of them are not in business now. So what happens to those employees? What are those employees doing? They're going to draw the unemployment, but the unemployment going to be adjusted on July the 31st. Okay. Then what? Okay. So you need to consider starting your side gig. You can do it part-time. You can do it full-time. You can do it just whenever you feel like it. Just it'll be extra income. Just decide what you need extra income for. Okay. When I started a couple of things, I said, well, I need this to pay my car note. That is paying my car note now. Just started another one. It would be paying my house note. Okay. This tax stuff is gravy. Okay. It's going to pay all my bills. You know, I have all my other bills and stuff. Okay. Just get in your mind what you want to do with that extra income and just start doing. Okay. If you have an idea of what you want to do and you need some help, I am here to help you. Inbox me. Okay. We can share with other people and they can join in with your journey. How about that? Okay. All right. All right, guys, you don't have any questions. I am done. And also, we want to make sure that we patronize Black-owned businesses. We have to stand together in the protest. If we're not marching, we're not marching. Everybody don't do the same thing. Stand together in supporting the Black-owned businesses. As somebody said on yesterday, if you go into a Black-owned business and you don't get the service that you need, do not stereotype Black-owned businesses. Just do what you usually do when you go to a different establishment and say, hey, put in your complaint, move on, go to another Black-owned business and support them. And maybe you'll get the services you desire. Okay? Let's stick together. Let's pray for one another. Encourage your brother and your sister that's close to you. You never know what they're going through because they could be having a hard day today and you never know it. So take some time out. Call your neighbor, call your friend, call your family members and tell them you love them. Tell them that you are thinking about them and encourage them, okay? Because we are in this together, but we're coming out better than we went in, okay? No matter what's going on in the world, God still got us. God still sees us. He sees each and every one of you right where you are at. Do never feel that you're alone because you are not, okay? Look up from which cometh your help. Your help cometh from heaven above, okay? Encourage yourself because sometimes you have to do it yourself when nobody else will do it for you. And you are able to make it. Don't think you are unable to make it because you can make it. It's going to be all right. It's just for a season and we are coming out, okay? Be encouraged. Take a day at a time. Don't try to do too much at one time. Just take a day at a time and enjoy the things and praise yourself for the things that you do well. Okay? Be encouraged, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you. Today is Thursday. So that means that Miss Jackson is not going to be with you on tomorrow because that is my day to catch up on quite a bit of stuff, follow-ups and different things in my businesses. So I want you all to be encouraged, but you can inbox me if you have any questions. You can inbox me. Okay, you can inbox me and I will reach out to you. And actually assist you by Facebook. Okay, texting, and I can call you on Facebook too. So, and that's another thing. That's another free feature to that Facebook have, if you need to talk to someone and you really don't know them, you can call them on the Facebook phone. Facebook has a phone. When I first used it, I was wondering, what in the world is that ringing? Somebody called me, what in the world is that? So, but you can call people on Facebook, guys. So use the free services you have. I want to encourage you to be encouraged, okay? Pray for me and I'll pray for you, and I will see you on Monday, Lord's will, and say the same. Thank you. May God bless you. Bye-bye.